Naoya Inoue will appear as a special guest on the recording of Excite Match SP from 9 p.m. on the 24th. After the recording, he will respond to an interview with a representative from WOW. Below is Inoue's Q&A. There were many twists and turns in the previous fight, such as the postponement and opponent change, but were you shaken? I didn't think anything of it at the time. If I could fight, I just had to get in shape. So I just had the feeling that I had to do it. I wasn't shaken. Was the postponement after I had started to seriously lose weight? The postponement was 10 days before the fight, so I was nearing the end of my weight loss to a certain extent. I wondered how I should spend the next month and 10 days. It didn't feel long, but it was long when it was over. When you heard about the postponement, were you still in a bad mood? 10. I let him eat whatever he wanted for just a few days. Your opponent changed in January, which must have been a bit confusing. I heard that Kim is a switch hitter, but he'd fought as a southpaw in his last 2 matches, so I prepared for southpaws. But I had less time to watch the footage and prepare than usual. It was your 24th world fight. I always try to keep a cool head when I go into a match. How did you imagine the start of your match against Kim Haishun? I waited to see how my opponent would react for the first 2 rounds. I didn't know if he would come in with a right-handed or left-handed stance, so I was cautious. I went heavy. I started putting pressure on him from the second round onwards. I fought thinking that every punch would land. After the first round, I knew how strong he was, but there were some punches I couldn't see through. But he wasn't that hard to read as a southpaw. He was hit a few times. In a world championship ring, you can't not get hit at least once. Did you imagine finishing him in the 3rd round? I was thinking about inflicting damage little by little. What was your thinking about fighting in the 4th round? I let my opponent move forward while I was hitting. I was thinking about hitting it when it came. Finished with a straight right. I always try to land each punch accurately. I think accuracy is more important than power or speed. I think about how to land punches at vital spots. There were twists and turns, but overall your movements looked good. The 8-week span was helpful. I think I can use it in future big matches. But there were good things and bad things. You've won 24 world matches in a row, with 22 KOs, tying you for 9th place in world match wins of all time. Are you aware of these numbers? I am aware of them. I think they are amazing records. Have you resumed training? The road work started later than usual, but of course I've started gym work as well. When will sparring resume? I've already started sparring. From late February. I'm not planning on fighting anyone, just the usual. Is your next fight in May? Yes. Next is Las Vegas in May, Japan in September, and Saudi Arabia in December. I plan to fight 4 times this year, including the gold. Then I'd like to fight the fight that everyone is looking forward to around spring next year. That's the route I'm on. The fight against Alan Picasso has been cancelled for May, and Ramon Cardenas' name has been mentioned. Did you check the video? I did check it out. I've watched it. That's it. I'll let you guess. Laughs. So in September you'll fight Moro Djo and Akamada Leave in Japan. I guess that's it. Then in December you'll move up to featherweight and face Nick Ball. But I'd like to fight Ball while still holding the 4 organization title, but I'll see how each organization decides. So you're sticking to your 4 belts? Looking ahead to next spring's match, I think it's better to have all 4 belts. To do that, I think I need to clear the defense matches. There are growing expectations for the fight against Nakatani Junto. It's a fight that Japanese fans are looking forward to. Nakatani has the skills and I think he's strong. Looking at his fight against David Kueller, he's powerful and beats people when he should. I think he's a very capable fighter. I hope it happens next spring, but if it doesn't happen, there's another way. Do you have any hope for Nakatani? Please collect more belts? I acknowledge his skills, but how many tough battles has he overcome? I want him to fight opponents that everyone is satisfied with and get results. I think it will be exciting if both of them win. The next fight will be in Las Vegas. During the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, the match was held without spectators, and the second match was held at a venue that was not that large. I'm looking forward to fighting in Las Vegas, but I wonder if the venue will be filled. I've heard that this time it's a big venue. Are you careful about adjusting your condition? That's different from Japan. The air is dry, so I'll be careful about that. Has it become difficult to make weight cuts even at the super bantamweight level? It's not a problem at all. Right now, the super bantamweight is my best weight. So after fighting Ball, I'm going to go back to the super bantamweight class. What kind of fight do you want to make in Las Vegas to make an impact? If I get too hung up on that, my boxing style could fall apart, so it's not because it's Las Vegas. If I want to make an impact, it's the same as fighting in Japan. If I can make an impact like that, I think I'll be able to make an impact in Las Vegas as well.